Many people expected Tyler Shough to be a bad quarterback and look terrible in the NFL. However, Tyler Shough in his rookie season showed he more than belongs in the NFL, but he also seems to be on his way to being an elite quarterback. From overcoming the draft narrative that he's bad while under pressure, to showing off that he can be great in crunch time and showing off his legs in a way that no one thought was possible. In this video, we will be going through what Tyler Shough did in his rookie season to show he's on the way to being an elite QB, and a flaw in a game that is odd and must be corrected in order for him to ever be an elite NFL quarterback. The fascinating thing Tyler Shough did really well in his rookie year that many analysts said he was very bad at coming out of college is his under pressure play. Personally, I thought it was not an issue. In fact, I thought it was a strength of his. But regardless, under pressure play is obviously one of the most important factors in a quarterback's game. It literally makes or breaks a team in crunch time or making a playoff run. And you saw that with CJ Stroud and Justin Herbert in the playoffs. The best way to see how good Tyler Shough is while under pressure is the film. As a reminder, the Rams game was the second game Tyler Shough started, and he certainly showed off this special early on. The Rams will be running cover 1 man-to-man on third down, but they changed. Instead, they rotate to cover 2 robber. What should have been an easy completion for the first down by throwing short here is taken away by this surprise coverage. Then pressure shows up, forcing Shough up into the pocket, and he takes off with no way of scrambling for the first down and the edge defender catching up to him. Tyler Shough still identifies a way. Olave will be coming open here, but this requires good anticipation, in which Shough throws a perfect ball, not only getting the first down, but is an explosive play while under pressure. Against the Dolphins, we will see an insane throw by Shough, but with him making a mistake at first. The Dolphins are running cover 7 pre-snap in hopes of blocking off the first down. Shough will get the snap and look to the left. You have one receiver open on the out route. He should throw it here then, but he does not for whatever reason. Olave could fight for the first down though, so I would say he should have thrown there. Instead, with Shough sensing pressure being pushed in, he leads the pocket up and to the right. He really doesn't have anything open besides number 14, but this is simply a wash play with there being literally no room to make this work. Tyler Shough attempts this anyway, making a perfect pass, plays it just right, getting the first down. It's a mini explosive throw after making an error and leaving the pocket early. I should add, that was a great catch as well. This play is probably one of my favorite plays from Tyler Shough all season. The Panthers are going to be running cover 4, but this morphs into cover 3. Shough will get the snap and look to the middle, identifying this rotation. He's going to look to these receivers, but trouble is already here with the edge rusher, so Shough moves up in the pocket, but he's getting wrapped up by the defender, and then he has a big boy blocking the way out. He's done. Not yet though. Shough shucks him off and jukes out the big fella. With the help of the offensive lineman, he jukes out another defender and sees a wide open receiver and gets it out to him. Not only gained the first down, but much more as well. This was all on third down too. For what was said at draft time about Tyler Shough, this play should not be in the realm of possibility. Here the Falcons are running cover 4 pre-snap, but this will actually be cover 6. Shough once again getting the snap will look to the right, but have pressure coming through with the blitzer, and he falls but grabs onto Shuck's foot. He gets out of it, but then he has a guy chasing him, so he obviously has to get rid of the ball. But he does so off platform and flips this out, carrying over the corner and fitting it perfectly in this hole in the zone. This was on first down, but it was in crunch time, with Tyler Shough leading a comeback to give the Saints a chance to win the game in the fourth quarter, and we'll see that play very soon. Tyler Shough in his rookie year has shown to be very good while under pressure, especially given he is a rookie. This should only improve with this upcoming year, though I will point out that under pressure play for all NFL quarterbacks is inconsistent. There's only like Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert that have really kind of disproven that, but besides that, it's inconsistent for everyone. Now, one of the other big things Tyler Shough did at a very high level in his rookie season is explosive throws. Whether that was inside a structure or outside a structure, he was great as a rookie in this regard. And to be honest with you, he was probably one of the better quarterbacks with this. Explosive throws are not limited to big time throws either, which is something that I use a lot in my analysis. Big time throws are tight window, usually down the field throws that require near perfect timing. Explosive throws are chunk plays that are very valuable, but they're not quite as hard to hit. For example, you could be escaping pressure and then make a throw to an open receiver. It's not a big time throw, but it is an explosive throw. While you can look at average depth of target or you can look at big time throws, these don't encapsulate explosive throws as well, in my opinion. The film is just the best way to look at that. The Rams will be running cover 6 pre-snap. It is also first down as well. With the snap, it rotates to cover 3, leaving an explosive opportunity in the waiting. Shough, after faking the handoff, sees this explosive throw, but the throw isn't ready yet. He has to wait until Olave turns. By this point, the corner realizes his mistake by playing too shallow and moves upfield. While this is a wide open throw, his window will close very quickly. With plenty of time, Shough throws the ball, placing it perfectly right to the shoulder, protecting the ball from the underneath defender. This is not exactly a big time throw because it certainly was open, but it is an explosive throw from Tyler Shough. This is something that the other rookie quarterbacks did not do. Like Cam Ward, he was inaccurate in this regard, or he chose not to throw those. Jackson Dart and Shadir Sanders, both of those guys miss explosive throws constantly. These explosive throws are a constant in Tyler Shough's film, and while they don't meet the particular requirements to be a big time throw, they are still valuable. But a real big time throw is here, and it's with the game on the line. The Dolphins are running cover 4 pre-snap. It's also going to be second down. Shough will look to the middle at the safeties, but Shough also already knows where he wants to go. This is just a ploy to hold the center right safety there, so this is a one-on-one opportunity, at least as close as possible. Shough immediately throws, dropping this perfectly to Olave for the touchdown, and it is dropped, completely whiffed by Olave. This is a big time throw that would have won the game for the Saints. Remember from the Falcons game that great under pressure throw he made? Well, this is a throw one play after. With the game on the line, at least with the potential to win, the Falcons will be running a variation of cover 4. The narrative that the Saints offensive line was good is a bit deceptive. It was not as bad as the Browns or the Titans, like that's for sure, but it was not as good as the Giants, for example. Anyhow, with Tyler Shough under pressure, he'll throw this ball while getting hit, and Shough anticipates this precisely with the ball carrying well and into the hands, or I should say it was a one-hand grab. What I feel happened here was this. The corner expected this to be a jump ball, but actually was a ball meant to carry over the top, as you saw. Most QBs just throw a jump ball in this position. Whether or not Shough was intending this, I don't know. I'm not saying he was. It was still good stuff. This didn't win the game, but it did put them within 3 points to win, and they didn't get the onside kick, and the game was over at that point. Based off his performance while under pressure and the number of explosive throws he made, Tyler Shough is on his way to being an elite QB in the NFL. But there's one major issue in this game that he needs to fix. The one thing Tyler Shough really struggled with as a rookie, and others did point this out before he was drafted, he struggles a lot in the short game. A lot of critical areas of his involve throwing late to short routes, or not understanding you can't throw to an out route when it's open. You have to anticipate the throw, and you especially can't throw it with the corner hovering right there. This is a huge difference between the NFL and college. NFL corners can lock down these out routes just like that, which are routine throws, but you can't mess them up because NFL players can jump the ball or swoop down an astronomical difference from college to the NFL. And it is fascinating to see quarterbacks realize this, especially in the preseason. That's one of my favorite things to see. And you saw that with Tyler Shough in the preseason. I think against the Chargers, he threw a pick 6 because he threw to a short route that was not there. I think the corner was hovering there. But anyhow, take a seat because the rest of the video is basically him making errors in the short game. As noted earlier, the Rams was the second game he started. The Rams will be running cover 4 pre-snap. We'll be focusing on the left side with these two receivers here. Shough will get the snap and look to the left, and at first this looks easily open. With the corner playing deep for a possible vertical in this cover 4, it would make sense to assume this wide receiver gets covered here and this corner stays here with the receiver. However, this is zone coverage, not man coverage. And even though this is technically cover 4, it doesn't mean that they won't switch off still. So what happens is in man coverage, it'd be called banjo. The inside corner will hand off his guy to the other corner since he's going vertical, and then that inside corner will stay with the receiver coming in. In zone coverage, there's a different term for it that I can't remember for the life of me, but it's going to happen in a similar way. However, the one thing is this vertical corner is watching Shough the whole time. So he's gambling that Shough is going to throw short, and he ignores that vertical receiver and it just comes swooping down. And so Tyler Shough fails to realize this. With him firing it to the wide receiver running in, the corner switching off receivers, it is almost intercepted. Yes, it is caught and it goes down as completion. This is a mental blunder though. He should not have thrown that. Now we'll look at the game-ending interception against the Rams. The Rams are showing cover 3 with a full house blitz. With the snap, 2 blitzers back off. With Olave, well, I don't know what he's trying to do. So Shough looks to the left and sees the out route kind of open, the corner breaking down towards Hill. I forgot to mention, it is 4th down as well. What's also happening is Shough is about to get smacked as a D lineman is right there going to hit Shough as he throws. You can also argue it was smart not to throw because he had 2 dangers, of that the lineman and the risk of the corner jumping the ball. Shough will not throw and move to escape the pressure initially. But remember where Rashid Shaheed is. He originally is running this out route, but the play has broken down. Shough escapes the pressure and now has 2 guys zooming in on him. He saw where Shaheed was before and throws to the same spot, as again it is 4th down and the 1st down is right there. What happens is Rashid goes upfield and Shough throws to the sideline where you saw before he was. Corner simply comes down and intercepts the ball. This part is not on Tyler Shough. Shaheed should never have gone vertical, especially given where the safety is and the obvious landmark of the first down. Shaheed should have stayed where he was originally. So that specific part is not on Tyler Shough. The interception never would have happened if Shough did throw to him. So that part is on him, and he'll even adjust it to block off the corner from jumping it easily at least. You'll see something different here with Shough not making the best decision and not placing this ball right. It'll be third down, and the Falcons are making it look like it's cover 1 man-to-man, but it'll actually be Tampa 2. Shough will look to the left and be staring down this route. This is a mistake as the corner is keeping his eyes on Tyler Shough, and he knows that Tyler Shough is waiting for the receiver to make a move and given where the first down marker is. It is pretty clear that it will be either a comeback route or the wide receiver will sit right here on the spot and it gets fairly easily deflected. If this was truly a route for the wide receiver to sit, Tyler Shough should have thrown much earlier and not so late. Additionally, if we rewind the tape, we'll see that Taysom Hill is wide open. Yes, the defensive back is chilling over there and he will come down, but Hill could easily power through him for the first. This is the better option and it is directly in the line of vision of Tyler Shough. This is a constant issue in Tyler Shough's game. He locks onto one read and doesn't move off of it. This is much more noticeable in the short game, not in the intermediate or deep levels of the field, at least not enough to raise red or yellow flags. One last play for this section of the video, but it is probably what we'll continue to see from Tyler Shough. The Dolphins are running cover 3 pre-snap and it'll also be third down. Shough will get the snap and look straight to the left, but this is open now. Like the ball has to be already out of Tyler Shough's hands, but it isn't. And so what Tyler Shough does is he still fires the ball and the corner comes in, swooping in and breaks it up. Really the only reason why this isn't a pick is that Tyler Shough has a lot better arm than anyone expected. It's similar to Baker Mayfield's arm, which is a way better arm than people think, but I would argue that Tyler Shough's deep ball carries better. I really like Tyler Shough at draft time. I thought he was a first round talent, but likely a second or third round draft pick. I don't know how people missed on him. I genuinely believe that Tyler Shough will be a high-end QB in the NFL. He, while not perfect, understands the critical aspects need to be a great QB. And the overall baseline of his play, at least in his rookie year, is good enough that it's not like the good under pressure play or the explosive throws are the only positive parts of his game. Like for Jackson Dart, you see the good stuff, you see the talent, but then everything else is so low that he's not anywhere near great right now, at least. Like there's so much more that he has to improve to be great. Tyler Shough processes well and makes good decisions overall. It's not elite, but it's not bad or below average. His accuracy is not great, but it's average. These things will improve to some degree, and if he proves out to be above average in several areas and works on his short game to be, I would say at least solid, average is better, then he could be in the top 10 of quarterbacks because there's not a lot of deficiencies in his game right now. What about the other 2025 rookie quarterbacks? What was the major issues in their game? This playlist will give you Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, and Shadir Sanders rookie review videos, and this playlist here is my 2026 draft class, a couple of special videos on some 2027 draft prospects.